थर्ड लेक्चर ऑफ परसेंटेजेस। आई होप आपको परसेंटेजेस काफ़ी अच्छे से समझ में आ रहे होंगे। कॉन्सेप्ट सीखना इज़ अनदर थिंग एंड उसको प्रैक्टिस में लाकर उसको अप्लाई करके और एग्जाम क्रैक करना इज़ अनदर थिंग। माई जॉब इज़ हेयर टू टीच यू ऑल द कॉन्सेप्ट्स एंड ऑल द रिलेटेड ट्रिक्स एंड प्रैक्टिस दोज क्वेश्चंस विच आर नाउ इन ट्रेंड। सो हम सब चीज़ें देखेंगे। सो लेट्स बिगिन आवर वर्क फॉर टुडे, द थर्ड लेक्चर ऑफ परसेंटेजेस। So my first topic for today is increase and decrease in percentage. Right? How to find कि कितना increase क्या क्या less than है क्या more है, ठीक है? Example से समझते हैं. For example, I have a quantity 70 is my quantity. 70 से कोई क्वांटिटी 80 हो गई, राइट? या 70 से नंबर 80 हो गया, तो परसेंटेज चेंज क्या है? While going forward from 70 to 80, what is the percentage change? So I tell you the percentage change in the last class. Percentage change is nothing but the change upon initial value into 100. Change upon initial value into 100. Here the change is 10 and initial value is 70. So my percentage change is 1 by 7. 1 by 7 is how much? 14.28 percentage. Is this clear? So यहाँ पे हमारे पास चेंज आया है 1 by 7 का। अगर इसी को मैं रिवर्स ऑर्डर में पूछूं कि 80 से 70 हो गया, क्या चेंज हुआ? Obviously डिक्रीज हुआ है। Here it is increasing and here it is decreasing. So percentage decrease क्या है? क्या सेम होगा? तो सेम नहीं होगा। क्यों नहीं होगा? क्योंकि इनिशियल वैल्यू बदल गई। इस केस में हमारे पास चेंज तो 10 का ही है, बट इनिशियल वैल्यू इज नाउ 80 एंड वी ऑल नो 1 by 8 इज हाउ मच? 12.5%. सो यहाँ पे 1 by 8 का डिक्रीज हुआ है, 12.5% का डिक्रीज हुआ है, यहाँ पे 14.28% का इंक्रीज हुआ है। सिमिलरली अगर मैं एक और क्वांटिटी ले लूँ 130 से 160, लेट्स से, तो यहाँ पे कितने परसेंटेज का इंक्रीज हो गया? सो अगेन द चेंज इज हियर इज 30 एंड इनिशियल वैल्यू इज 130. सो माय आंसर इज 3 by 13. 1 by 13 is 7.7. 3 by 13 is 23.1%. राइट? तो यहाँ पे हमारे पास 3 by 13 का इंक्रीज हुआ है। सिमिलरली अगर मैं इससे पूछूं डिक्रीज, व्हाट इज द डिक्रीज हियर? सो माय डिक्रीज विल बी 30 by 160, दैट इज 3 by 16 एंड वी ऑल नो 1 by 16 is 6.25%. तो 3 by 16 is 18.75%. राइट? तो यहाँ पे मेरे पास 3 by 16 का डिक्रीज हो गया। नाउ अगर हम ध्यान से देखें इन चीजों पे, तो यहाँ पे हमें कोई पैटर्न नहीं दिख रहा। 14.28 का इंक्रीज, 12.5 का डिक्रीज, 23.1% का इंक्रीज, 18.75 का डिक्रीज. So I cannot see any kind of a pattern in this area. But when I see that portion, there is a pattern. And what is that pattern? If you see 1 by 7 is increasing, hence 1 by 8 is decreasing. 3 by 13 is increasing, 3 by 16 is decreasing. So what it suggests? It suggests whenever a quantity from A to B got increased, right, got increased by a fraction of n by d, so B to A it will decrease by a fraction of n by n plus d. This is the formula here. And it will going to help you in many questions. When a quantity from A to B increase by n by d fraction or percentage, then B to A decrease by n upon n plus d. Similarly, when a quantity from A to B decrease by n by d percentage, so A to B will be increased by how much? This will going to increase by n by d minus n. on this concept, based on these two concepts, we will figure out some questions. Okay, so here when a quantity from A to B increase by n by d, then B to A will be decreased by n plus d. We can say from here that is 7 plus 1 1 by 8, 13 plus 3 3 by 16. Similarly, when A to B is decreased by n by d percentage or n by d fraction, then A to B will increase by n upon d minus n. D minus n will be depend upon which is greater, either d or n, which is greater. So it's better to take mod here, n upon d minus n mod, right? So these are the funda. Let's see some example based on. So based on that concept, percentage increase or decrease, we have two questions of looking like same type. First question says A is 40% more than B. By what percentage B is less than A? When A is 40% more than B, then what is the percentage B is less than A? So how we are going to solve it? For this question, 40% we all know, 2 by 5, right? So A to B, 40% is more. Okay. So what is B less than A? So B will be what? B will be 2 by 7. Remember, when A to B is n by d percentage increase, then B to A will be n by n plus d percentage decrease. Okay. So we have 2 by 7 percentage less than, B is 2 by 7 percentage less than A. How 2 by 7? It simply we have n as 2, d as 5. Now we will have 2 and 5 plus 2 will be 7. So 1 by 7 is how much? 1 by 7 is 14.28%. 2 by 7 is how much? 28.56%. Simple. Now for the second question, it says A's salary is 40% less than B. Pay attention, 40% less than B. So it is saying A to B less than, that is 2 by 5 less than. So B to A will be 2 by 3 increase. That's why it become 2 by 5. So by what percentage B's salary is more than A? Answer is 2 by 3. 2 by 3 more. So 2 by 3 is how much? 2 by 3 is 66.66%. So B's salary will be 66.66% more than A. I hope these two questions are clear. There are basic methods also. Let we have A assume as 100, and then we will say that B will be 100, A will be 140, and then we can find percentage change. So but it will take more time. We have to learn some tricks, we have to learn the concepts very diligently. So this is the best method, right? Let's move on to our next topic. So let's solve this problem. We have problem as if length of cuboid increases by 10%, width by 20%, and height by 30%, then what will be the percentage change in the volume? There is a cuboid. If its length increases by 10%, so we can assume it as let length 100 or 10 or 1, anything. Now how we are going to do this? Okay, let assume the length will be 10. So 10% increase, it will become 11, right? Very simple. Okay, let assume width will also 10. So width is increased by 20%, so it will become 12. Now height, let assume height is also 10. Height increased by 30%, so it will become 13. So what is volume of cuboid? Volume of cuboid is L into B into H, multiplication of all these three. If I multiply it, then I will get 1000 initial, and if I multiply this, I will get how much? That will be 120 and 12, 132. 132 into 13, that will around 1326, and 169, 171. So I have multiplication of it 1716. So how much percentage change? That will be 71.6 percentage change, right? Because we have 716 by 1000 into 100 percentage. So I have 71.6 percentage change in volume. So it is basically increase in volume, right? Obviously all the things are increasing, so volume is also got increase. Let's look at another question, right? So we have next question as, if height of cylinder, there is a cylinder, height of cylinder is decreases by 20% and radius is increases by 10%. So find the percentage change in volume and curved surface area, that is curved surface area, right? So what I am going to do here is, basically it talks about cylinder, so volume of cylinder we all know is pi r square h, and if I can see, volume is directly proportional to r square h, right? So if I assume r as 10, so it got decreased by how much? 20%. So radius decreases by, radius increases by 10%, so radius will become 11. Another radius 11, because there are two radius, two entities. Height, let us assume height as 10, and height got decreases by 20%, that is height will become 8. So I have 1000, I have to multiply it, and it will become 121 into 8, that is 8 and 968, right? So there is a decrease. How much decrease? That is 32 upon 1000 into 100. So I have 3.2 percentage decrease in volume, right? What I had did, volume is equals to pi r square h, volume is directly proportional to r square h, that is we have 2r into multiplied by h. Let us assume r as 10, radius got increased by 10%, so radius will become 10 to 11, again radius will become 10 to 11, this is again for r and this is for h. Height got decreased by 20%, so it will become 10 to 8. I have to multiply those. My initial volume is 1000 and my final volume is 968, so there is 3.2 percentage decrease. I hope this is clear to you. Now let's talk about surface area. Curved surface area of cylinder is 2 pi r h, right? So surface area will directly proportional to r into h. Now we have r as, here we have written is 10 will become 11 and height 10 to 8. So if I multiply this 100 and 88, so there is how much percentage decrease? That is 12 percentage decrease. It's so simple. Let's take another question based on percentages. So we have next question as, if height of cone is increases by 30%, there is a cone which height got increased by 30% and volume will get decreased by 16.8 percentage. So we have to find the percentage change in the radius. Now what will we do? First we have to find what is volume of cone. So volume of cone we all know is 1 upon 3 pi r square h. We will cover it when we talk about mensuration, right? So I can say volume is directly proportional to r square h, same like cylinder, right? So we have 2r, but we have to find the change in radius, right? So let assume that there is 10 and it will become x. We can assume it. Again there is radius 10 and it will become x. And height is 10 and height got increased by 30%, so it will become 30. So I have initial volume as 1000 and my final volume as 13x square. Now the volume, the final volume got decreased by 16.8%. It got decreased by 16.8%. So 16.8% of 1000 is 168. It's very simple, not hard to calculate. So if I subtract 1000 sorry, if I subtract 168 from 1000, I'll get 832, right? So 832 is equals to how much? 13x square. So 13, it will get cancelled out. 6 and 4. So my x will be 8. So obviously this become 10 to 8. So how much percentage radius got decreased? So radius got decreased by 20%. Easy, very easy, right? Let's take one other problem based on this. So we have another question. A student multiply a number by 3 by 5 instead of 5 by 3. We have to find the error percentage, right? What error it had made. So my wrong number is 3 by 5 and the right is 5 by 3. There are many methods to solve it. Basic method is also first find the difference upon initial value, that is 3 by 5 into 100. So if I take, that will become 9 and that will become 25. This is another method. Take 3 there and 5 there. So 3 3s are 9, 5 5s are 25. So यहाँ पे 9 आएगा और यहाँ पे 25. अगर हम देखें तो क्या जा रहा है यहाँ से 16 का तो चेंज है, इनिशियल वैल्यू 25 बिकॉज ये हमारा राइट था, परसेंटेज तो इसी से निकलेगी, इनटू अगर 100 कर दें तो we will get 64% of error. How much error? 64% of error. Remember, initial value हमेशा यहाँ पे right number का लेंगे, ना कि wrong number. Clear? I hope this question clears to you. It will save you lot of time. I guarantee you, I assure you that these kind of concepts and these kinds of methods will save you much more time in your examination. और आजकल यही सवाल ज़्यादातर आ रहे हैं, ट्रेंड में यही है. Okay, so that's it from me for today for this video. We will meet with some other lectures. Till then, take care. Goodbye. Have a good day.